Hey, good morning, and how's it going? Today I'm going to play SimCity 4. This is episode 8 in my post-Scarcity New Michigan playthrough. We're on Mars and the Aries Valleys region. And here we are in orbit looking down on what we got. We got all these different cities, and we got tons more colonists in our spaceship with us ready to come down to the surface. And let's see, I got 734,000 people. And I'm going to try to push the population up to 1 million by filling in this island in New Landingson. So I'm going to come here and I'm going to just start filling it in. Let's see what we got going on. I haven't changed the taxes yet. I must have forgot to do that when I built it, but that's fine. I gotta turn on all my city ordinances. Alright, good. So now back in here, I can probably add at least one. I'm gonna put one. Just like this. I'm still gonna go with the theme that I'm gonna keep everything condensed. As dense as I can get it. And get rid of that the mission logo so I don't click on it. So there is one thing that I just last episode remembered I could do. If I hit Control and I move this over, it'll connect all three of them together into one block, and it'll make it more likely to build a bigger apartment building. Oh, and look, I just did it, and now it built and it split it up into 3 different ones. So yeah, never mind about that. I guess it just does whatever it feels like. It's probably just random. Alright, so now that that's growing, I'm going to go ahead and put some more over here. You can fit one in right there. And two, I remember, I don't want my zones to touch. I don't want any 3x3 green zone to touch another one. So there's always room to put a street or stores around them. The air pollution is bad, so I can go in here and I can find one of my air filters. I have this one from the Mars mod, but I don't like it. I like this one better. It's called the air filter. They're both called air filter, but I like this one the most. Costs $200 a month, $225 a month. So now that all my zones have started to grow, I'll put down some new ones. I'm gonna put it right through here. I'll put a few. That's probably too many at once, but that's alright. I want to push this population up. And this city here that I started with has 23,000. Even though it says here I hit 30,000, I didn't. I probably have 30,000 places for people to live, just not the buildings haven't snapped in yet. They're not done. I'll come over here and I'll start to build towards the north side of the island, like this. I might have enough jobs to cover all of these new people. I like watching the construction though. These guys digging away. If they slip, they'll fall down this giant mountain into the water. So there's some joblessness, which is awesome. Just what I want to see. Stores down just like this, and behind these houses I'm going to put a road over to the avenue. Yeah. See how far each one of these places has to go. Everybody seems pretty close. I know these folks are going to need some jobs. So I'll fill this corner in. I feel like I probably shouldn't have this avenue, but I already put it down, so I'm just gonna live with it. See if I can push this over by one more tile. Nope. That should be good for now. I'll let those zones develop. Check my census vault. Let's see. It says I have 2,159 extra jobs. So there's going to be some unemployment. I'm just not sure where yet. I have 9,000 income, over 2,000 expenses. So I think I should start to put in some hospitals and stuff. Yeah. First I'll put in a deluxe police station. And I'll put it right here. And then I'll put down a hospital right behind it. Funding all the way to maximum. Good. And it looks like I can also afford a college. Let's see. I wonder if I should put the college in right on the edge right here. Somewhere. Won't fit over there. I've seen it turn blue. There we go. Yeah, that's a good spot for a college. Sweet. It looks like everybody does have a job. Oh yeah, they probably have a lot of room to go to the next town over. I think there's probably a lot of jobs over there. Yeah, because it's connected. Where is it connected to? New Saginaw? Yeah, there's a lot of jobs over there. Alright, so now that all my zones have developed, I'm going to continue to build more. Put one right here. And I'm going to keep expanding towards the north. Yeah, I'll just put it like this. We're at 49,000. So I need 200,000 people to make it to 1 million. I wonder what I should put out here. I wonder if I should put my the library out here. Get a local library out here. You could sit by the window, read your book, and look out over the water. It'd be nice. Let me check over here to make sure I don't see any jobs odds. And I think I have enough money here. 10,000 over 7,000. I'm going to build an elementary school. Probably right here on this avenue, right in the middle of the island. Probably like this. Perfect. I'm not going to have enough for a high school yet. There's 3,500 medium wealth people, 52,500 poor people. I wonder if I could probably put my colony administration center in here. And that might give me some desirability to get some wealthy people to move in here. Let's see, where should I put it? I want to put it in here somewhere. How am I going to get over there? could get rid of these businesses. Get rid of those businesses and that road. Nah. What else could I put? I'll put my house. Put my house down. I'm gonna put my house over here. Well, maybe I should put my house off of the highway. Probably not by the highway. I'll put it right here, right at the end of the avenue. Hell yeah. And I can look out my front door down the avenue, into the town. So here, I don't like how that's developed. I'm going to get rid of this and this street here. I'm going to redesign this like this. And I can fit in 1, 2, still the same, I think. Yeah, oh well. Now these houses have no road. I don't like this big space. Maybe I should put a park. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'm going to put a park in there. I'll put this large green park with a lake. Right there. Nice little pond. Let me check my jobs. So I'm at negative 9,000. So that means that there's probably a bunch of cars leaving town. Yep, 4,000 towards New Saginaw and 5,000 towards a city called right here. Yeah, so all my zones have developed. I'm going to come back over here and I'm going to build some more zones. Probably like this. Try to get it as far over as I can to the coast. It was weird. When I hit control, the zone disappeared. I'm going to build another one right behind it. I'll wait for those to develop. I might as well just throw some businesses in right here. I know I'm going to need them. So might as well put them in. Let me look and see where everybody's going. Yeah, these people, these commuters have nowhere to go. Well, they go to the next town over. Look at this. Yeah, everybody's going next door. Except these ones, because they can't make it to the highway. Yeah, the only two ways out is here, 600 cars. Yeah. Alright, so I know that had the job thing, so I'm going to put some businesses here, and I'll put some businesses right here next to it. There's two new zones. I'll make three of them. Sweet. Yeah, my philosophy is to condense the people down to a point where they can't leave with their car, they have to walk. And then I'll have to make sure all the businesses are near them. So my goal would be to get the whole town so condensed that they have to walk. And if I look at my traffic volume, I can see it's mostly cars. And that's probably because they all leave town. Now the highways and the avenues kind of break that logic because it gives it, they can get on the highway and go across the map. But these here, they have to go down this one single street, right? And this street can only hold about 4,000 or 5,000 cars before the building right next to its commute turns into a long commute. And that's when the ZOP pops up, and I can put businesses all down these side streets. And I think that makes it look a lot cooler too. Like when you come down here and look, it kind of makes it look like it's not all residents in one spot and not all business in another spot. I don't know. I'm kind of rambling, I think. What's my population? 71,000. Got a long ways to go. I think here is a good spot to put an apartment. Just to turn my road over to the right. Let's see. No, it wasn't a good idea at all. Let's keep going straight. Whoops. See if I can fix that. Yeah, good. And another thing I want to do is I'm going to come to the other side of the street. I'm going to fill the other side up too. So this one street here is probably going to hold around between, I'd say, 12 to 20,000 people. Just these buildings, because each building averages between 1 to 2,000, sometimes 3 or 4,000. Oh, that's a medium wealth. Let me check and see what I got here. 5,000 medium wealth sims, 68,000 low wealth. When your population switches to medium wealth from low wealth, it usually drops down. But having the low wealth demand is skyrocketed, even if they demand medium and high wealth buildings, it's usually probably going to be the new buildings. The old buildings, for the most part, seem like they stay poor, and only every once in a while they decide to upgrade. Yeah, these buildings, once they come into play and they fill up and they start to push out commuters, my population should jump to 100,000. Let's see, where should I put this? Probably won't be able to fit too many buildings in here. I'm going to wait until these developments finish. Yeah, so now I'm going to come back through. I can't believe that all these buildings are able to make it somewhere down the road. Let's click on them. Where are they going? Nowhere. Ooh, there's one right here. So let's see. They can walk to here, they can walk to here, and they can walk down here. That's all I'm gonna put. Well, I should do this. I'm gonna take this road down by one tile, and then I'm gonna put a business in between the two roads. That'll be cool. Let me find somebody who's walking pretty far. So they can walk, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think the game says they can walk about 10 tiles, 10 or 11 tiles, but I've never actually counted it. And all these cars are driving, every one of them. Okay, yeah, so here's some people with no jobs. So let's see. I'll just put some businesses right next door. Like this. Right along here. And also on the other side and right in front of the building. So they can come out their door, they can walk next door this way, they can walk next door this way or down the road, or they can come down in here. And about parks, I like to build parks, and at the same time I don't. Because once you get your education and your health all the way up, you don't really need parks. But they look nice. I wish the mechanics for parks were kind of like more entwined, more like kind of Theotown, where the people really do need a park to go to. But the Sims don't really care if they have parks or not. It's the year 3000 and we live on Mars, so I'm sure that most of these people probably just sit inside their apartment, play video games, and sitting on their VR stuff. It's a post-scarcity society, so nobody has to work. There's no industry. And the buildings have the times 6 jobs. So each building has 6 times the amount of jobs. And all that does is it represents that many people can come here to get whatever they need. I've already gone over that, but I like saying it. It's pretty sweet thinking about how life could be in the future. I do have to fix this joblessness problem over here. So probably get some businesses going on behind them. Instead of just putting 2, I could put 4. No, I still only have a spot to put 2 of them. So in that case, what I can do is just get rid of one of the roads, like this. And wrap this one around the back, like that. Can I squeeze any more in here? No. So I think that these buildings are going to need a road behind them, like this. Yeah. I can put more residential buildings in there too. Hell yeah. Yeah, that's fine for now. I can fit 4 more apartment buildings in here. Okay, I'm up to 90,000. And I think I have enough money for a high school. So I'm going to put one of those. I'll put the Martian high school. Since it's skinnier, it's a little slimmer. And I'm going to put it right on top of this hill, wherever it'll let me. Right here. Yeah, so my elementary school is kind of falling short. I definitely need a new hospital. So I'm going to put my second hospital on the other side of town. And can I flip it without touching a road? I don't think so. I'll put it right here. That'll be fine. Sweet. So now for these Sims, this guy here, I think they could make it. They can't. Let's see. So they can't really walk anywhere. So I'm going to connect this road like this, and I'm going to turn this into a 5x3 block of businesses. That way all these people have somewhere to kind of go up here. And then behind the businesses here, I'm going to go ahead and put I'm going to put a parking lot. If I go to my street add-on mod, it's the first one that is in there is parking textures. So I just click it and click here for parking. And now I reconnect it, and there we go. Parking lot. Sweet. So let me see, where are they going? Most of them that do have jobs are leaving town. And if I click here, it says I'm negative 14,000 jobs. So, I'm going to put a bunch of jobs down this avenue. Maybe not the whole thing. I don't like that because then, yeah, I don't like that. I'm going to put the jobs on the avenue like this. That way I have a hole left open for my residents. I'd really like to get some more jobs over here somewhere. Try to get some in here. Another one right next to my house. Yeah, and then here, fill that in. And here, like this. And I can fit one more residence here. I'm going to take away that one until I get everything kind of situated. I do know for sure that I can put some here and here, so I'll do that. Yeah. I do want to be careful because I can run out of commercial demand. That's why I'm trying to spread it all out. Being that the commercial has so many jobs more than it should, one commercial, it's hard to suck all the commercial demand out, right? So I get a lot more buildings than I would usually have. But if I put all of them in one spot, I can still put all the demand somewhere. And the more and more people I get, the more the demand is. And the people are unlimited. You know, they're going to come down here no matter what. If I put down a residential zone, it's going to grow. The problem comes once they get here, they have to deal with the crime and the joblessness and the no hospital deal, which I still don't have enough hospitals. But I'm going to try to build up a bigger cash reserve before I start spending any more. So this middle area is still having trouble finding work. So I think I'm going to probably fill this in. So they have they can find 4 jobs. Yeah, so I think I can fill all of this in. I think they can walk down here. And then I do think they can walk up here too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, so I can fill all of this in with businesses. And the more dense it is, and the more people that I have walking, that's going to clear the roads up. So that'll give more room for people to drive, and it's a cycle, right? You can have an infinite number of people walking, and it always leaves room for more people to drive. And it's a fun cycle to play with. And each one of my playlists that I have my SimCity games in, each one has a different mod set that I'm using. So like my farm test, I use a different set of mods. This test is different from the one where I play on hard, where I start with no money. I have different demands and stuff. Like this one, I have all my caps turned off, and I have residential demand turned up, and that's it. Everything else is normal. And the residential demand turned up kind of makes it harder. If I run out of commercial demand, it could spiral out of control. Alright, so I'm going to build my 3rd hospital. And I got one here, and I have one here. I should put this one close to the highway. No, maybe not. I could put it right here. I was kind of waiting for businesses, but now I'm doing it. I could put it here, right next to the old hospital. And then just for fun, I'm going to throw down a clinic right here. Just to say that we have one. If I check the police station, it says there's too many criminals. There's not enough room in the jail cells. And I also noticed that I don't have a garbage dump. And I'm starting to get garbage piled up. So I need to build one of those now. So I'll probably put it here. So I'll put my highway up. Boom and boom. Put it right here. Nothing special, just a garbage dump. Throwing the garbage off the side of the map. That looks cool, being dense like this. Now I do have this residential building coming up. It's going to hold a couple thousand Sims, just like these two. So that can almost hire 5,000 people. Hell yeah. If they could make it there. I love how fast the cars go down the highway. That's awesome. Eventually I'll have so many extra jobs available that I can start to remove my commercial zones, like in here, and I can start to put down, you know, more residential districts. I'm surprised these people aren't having any issues at all. Let me see what it says. Their commute time is long, medium, long. Okay. So I'm going to put a business down right at the end of the road, right here. But I really want to put one here, so I'll throw down a road, delete it, and then I'll put down a store. Cool. Let me check my schools. Yeah, so I definitely need a new school. So I'm going to do a primary school right next to the... well, put it right here next to the high school. Got plenty of cash. And then I'll put a museum. I'll put a museum right behind the high school. Oh, I just seen a car fly by. So I'll go through my checklist here. Police station, all my schools, college looks okay. I am going to need a new high school also. These ones are huge. I don't got that much room. I guess I could put one here and get rid of those houses. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Put it down like that. Well, this has, let's see, 800 people. Oh, I know what I did wrong. I'm going to get rid of both of those high schools and the primary school, and I'll put down a large high school instead. And then I'll put back down the primary school over a tile. That should help. Yeah, now this high school can hold 3,000 people. Good. Now I'll look around for joblessness, and I don't see any. And I'll check for rich people, and I still don't have any. 73,000 poor people and 27,000 medium wealth people. And then I should probably just say fuck it and put down my colony administration center. And I'll just kind of try to squeeze it in over here, maybe. No, because I kind of need all those businesses there, right? I'll put it right here. Perfect. And as far as rich people go, I don't know what the trigger is to get them or not get them. Because I've had towns where rich people come up before I put down any hospitals and schools. You start a new town and build a city and you just have rich people. And then I have cities like this where you get everything they need. All the schools, all the hospitals, and a few parks here and there. And then it still takes a minute to get these rich people to come in here. And I could look at the desirability and see what that shows. Yeah, so it's pretty desirable in a few different locations. I wonder what actually is causing that undesirability. Take care of this air pollution. I'm going to use the Martian air filter instead. No, well, no. The other one's cheaper. Yeah, so I'll take it and I'll just kind of squeeze it in right back here somewhere. Right here. Awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and put in 2 more residential districts here and here, right in those two holes that I left. I'm at 103,000. I'm just gonna keep building. Build, build, build. Go ahead and put one right here. Right across the street from our hospital. The second one I built. All of those look good. I do want to come check my library. Spin the map to see it. Right? Where did I put that thing? Where's that library at? Oh, here it is. Perfect. It's got enough books. Got books for days. Days and days worth of books. I'm going to swing out to the region really quick. Look at my population. 827,000. Okay. So I'll put down some more residential areas like this. Oh wait, no. Because that's going to be right next to this one. And I don't want them touching. That's one of my arbitrary rules I'm going to follow. I can put a building here. Maybe back here? Yeah, I can put one there. It'll grow into a nice sized building. I'll probably do the same thing. Yeah, that's fine. Looks like this island's pretty much filled up. So I don't have that many people leaving, and I do have a positive number of jobs. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to take away this commercial area. Let's see what I'm getting rid of. I'll get rid of this spot, so there'll be these two buildings. So I'm going to remove that, and then I'll put down residential. So I don't think that anyone here has any issues finding a job anymore. I could fit one more in here. I guarantee I'm going to need some businesses over here because I don't have any. And even though I don't need them yet, I know I will. If I could fit another residential area here, and maybe here, no, I don't want to do that. It's kind of a waste of space to have tiny buildings. Businesses are fine to be small, but I can fit these into any kind of corner I need. But if I put down a residential building, I want it to be as dense as it can. It's kind of a waste of space, I think. Okay, so we got some more people without jobs. And just add some jobs right around where they live. I think they can walk down there. I'm sure that's close enough. so I'll just fill all of this in here. This whole corner. Another thing matters too, like if this building can't find a job, but this other building next to it is driving down the road, they won't be able to get on the road to get a job. So any building I put somewhere, the person next to it could walk to it, which clears up the road, which gives more room for these people to possibly come drive down all the way over here. If that makes sense, you know. I got a lot of buildings coming up. These joblessness people. So I think that I should put in some businesses along this whole stretch of coastline. Or not coastline, or whatever you would call something like this. I think that's still considered a coast. I mean, it's not a beach. It's like a cliff coast. And these residents aren't going to be able to reach over here, but these residents can work over here so they won't have to go somewhere else. Oh, I didn't notice this yet, but I could fill in near the hospital like this. I didn't see that. I can put another business in here. And it's, yeah. Cool. Yeah, so I'll let that develop. I'll try to put some businesses around here. I'll kind of be cheeky about it. Terraform a little. There we go. I think a big problem is that they're medium wealth people, and I don't really have a lot of medium wealth jobs for them to work at. So even the businesses that are next door, they might not be able to work there. You know, I have 30,000 medium wealth commercial services, and that's the biggest one that I have. So that's the most. I have the most medium wealth commercial services. Second one. Oh, good. All the problems over here are fixed. And I see some more residents coming up. And yeah, so in this game, SimCity, the only time a residential building gets replaced is by a residential building that's bigger. So it's only going to be, so this one here is 2,533. The only building that's ever going to replace this is one that has a higher population. So the higher the population building, the more likely it's just going to sit there forever, right? Which is a good thing. I don't want my city to just have construction all the time and replace bigger buildings with smaller buildings. So I like that they stay, you know. The bigger it gets, the more solidified your city is. I swing my mouse around when I talk. I gotta stop doing that. It probably drives some people nuts. Let's see, what's my population? 130,000. I should start to think about maybe putting a little colony over here. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So I'll just take my road from my highway right down here, like this, and I'll set up a little colony way out here. That should be pretty sweet, I think. I'll bring a road out. I'll try to keep my residents towards the coast if I can. I'll probably try to maybe put like a few buildings all along here. I love the Martian terrain with grass on it. And these are not growing, probably because there's no water. Nope, there's water. Let's see, is there any power? There's power. Oh, there they go. They're growing. And right away, I'm going to go ahead and put just a few businesses. I know they're gonna need some. And they're at least going to be able to fit 5,000 people here before they run out of jobs. Because I only have 133 people going to the next town. Yeah, 3,000 there. So most people in town now live and work in town. And if I look at my traffic, well, I can see it's very condensed. But that's not the one I wanted. When I was looking, let's see, this one, traffic volume. See, now my pedestrians has almost reached the level of my cars. I'm gonna let these grow for a minute. I see a big commercial building coming up. Yeah, so let's see, this one here is going to hold thousands and thousands of people. Hell yeah. And it's a medium wealth. Let me zoom in. This is one of the Mars buildings. In the Mars buildings, let's see, it's almost been an hour, so if you're here still, I'll tell you, but I'll probably say it again in another episode. But at the Mars buildings, I don't think I said this yet, but I have a mod called Memories of the Colonists. So with the mod Memories of the Colonists, it takes these Martian buildings and it adds trees and grass and stuff to them. And then the Mars mod has all the vanilla buildings turned off so they won't grow. But all I did was I went in there and I just plucked that file out. So now all the vanilla buildings grow around the Mars buildings. Because I figured, like, okay, so here we are, it's 2026, and we still have buildings that look like they came from ancient Rome. So in the year 3000, if we colonize Mars, in my head I could totally imagine us building buildings that pretty much look the same as they do today. Or even look the same as they did 2,000 years ago. And mainly because they just look really cool. Right? And there's probably going to be all kinds of different crazy looking buildings on Mars, you know, but I could definitely see a lot of buildings looking the same. But if you terraform Mars, and even 1,000 years from now, you know, you might want to live in a house that has bedrooms and a bathroom. The bathroom might have a toilet. You know, it probably might look the same. There's a lot of people in the past, like ancient Rome. They had some things that were kind of like we have, you know, to a point. But, you know, I think that these people on Mars, if it's the year 3000, I think that they would live a lot more like we do today than we live like the Romans did 2,000 years ago, or 1,000 years ago, on some things, and then maybe not for other things. Well, it's crazy thinking about it. And this whole time, like, if you're here on Mars and you're down here walking around on the streets, living your life, you might not even think that you're on Mars. It might be like a thought you have sometimes. Like here, if you're on Earth, you're walking around on Earth, you're at home, you go to school, and you go to work, you come home. How many times a day do you think, hey, I'm on the Earth? Not really, you don't. You know, You already know you do. So I don't know. I'm just rambling. But anyway, I think that this episode's over, and I didn't quite make it to 1,000,000. I don't think. Let me look. Yeah, so I saved it. Saved it and exit. 860,000. Yeah, so I need another 130. But I think that's it. I'm not going to do any more for now. Thanks for watching. And I hope that I'll see you in the next episode. If you're new, go ahead and subscribe, and go ahead and hit the like button, and let me know in the comments if you want to see me do something, build somewhere else, or whatever. Alright, see you later. Have a good day.